I would like to introduce myself. My name is Jacob Carrig, and today I'll be giving a speech on lacrosse. Lacrosse was a sport invented in the 1600s by Native Americans. It was a wooden stickball game where you had a wooden stick and a wooden ball. It was a cultural game filled with ceremonies and rituals, and they were used to settle land disputes, and it was also bet on. Lacrosse has morphed into a game that is played on many different levels in the United States. Now they have a metal stick with a plastic head, so the game's really advanced itself. Based on my research, I will present information about the growth and adaptation of lacrosse. Through the years, lacrosse has changed from a ceremonial game to a popular national sport. During the minutes that follow, I will tell you how lacrosse has grown and adapted through the years by starting out as a cultural game, becoming a popular college sport, and gaining popularity in the United States on many different levels and becoming a professional sport. The equipment and players were ritually blessed by the Native Americans. They believed that this would help them win their games and that it would help them stay safe during their games. Thomas Benham talks about this in his book American Indian Lacrosse, Little Brother of War. They believed that lacrosse was given to them by their creator. They believed that the game was meant to entertain their creator and that he did help determine the outcome of his game. To start the games off, they would hold their sticks up and chant his name. The Indians used it to settle land disputes. If two different colonies were arguing over land, then they would hold a lacrosse game. Whoever won would win the land. It was also bet on by other Native Americans. Thomas Benham also talks about this in his book. It began to become popular amongst Americans in the 1800s. The first college game was held between New York University and Manhattan College on November 22, 1877. In the late 1800s, there was an influx of college teams, and that's when it became a popular college sport. The first NCAA championship was not held until 1971. There are currently over 26,000 male lacrosse players and 5,500 female lacrosse players at the collegiate level. Lacrosse has grown into a popular sport in the United States of America. It is played on numerous levels with both men's and women's leagues. There are over 200,000 youth lacrosse players in the United States, nationwide, with many different leagues of men and women. Then it is also a high school played sport on JV and varsity teams, with men and women. It's a spring sport with over 200,000 participants. All three levels, there is lacrosse on all three levels of the NCAA and club levels. It's both a men's and women's league and college too with it. It's played professionally also with the MLL and NLL, which are both the major lacrosse leagues for professionals. It is also televised on TV. As you can see, lacrosse has grown from a cultural game to a very popular modern day sport. Lacrosse has morphed from a ceremonial game to a popular sport that we know and love. Lacrosse has grown and adapted by starting out as a cultural game, becoming a collegiate sport, and now becoming a professional sport and also played by many young players. Lacrosse has gone from the cultural game amongst Native Americans to a popular national sport with hundreds of thousands playing and many more watching. This will conclude my speech. Thank you for coming.